Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Keystone Early Learning Center. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate this milestone. My name is Andrea Jackson, and I am the director of Keystone Early Learning Center located in the Keystone building in downtown Harrisburg. With me today is the Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis, Secretary of Administration Neil Weaver, Secretary of General Services Reggie McNeil, Public Utility Commission Vice Chair Kimberly Barrow, and Katie McGowan, President of the Keystone Early Learning Center Parent Board. I have been involved in early childhood learning for the past 20 years. I joined Keystone as a lead teacher in 2021 and became the assistant director in 2022. I then became the director in 2024. Witnessing the magic behind children and as they grow is my greatest passion. Since 2016, Keystone Early Learning Center has served Commonwealth employees and their families with affordable, high-quality childcare close to where they work. The opening of the West expansion means that additional Commonwealth families will gain access to quality care, more children will create moments of learning and excitement with their peers, and new staff will join our team and form lasting bonds and professional growth. The additional space has meant that we now can serve 162 children with an industrial strength kitchen that provides healthy meals and snacks. Our gross motor area will allow children the ability to enjoy physical activities, especially in moments like this with inclement weather. Additional parking for parents to drop off and pick up their children without long waits, making it possible for them to arrive at work on time. The Keystone West expansion has been a dream come true for the Today Care team, but the efforts are not ours alone. The expansion and additional classrooms have been made possible with the support of many agencies, including DGS, our sponsoring agency, the PUC, and our dedicated Keystone Early Learning Center Parent Board and families. In particular, I want to acknowledge Emmanuel Walker, Jeff Stackhouse, and the Keystone Building DGS team for their support that has made this expansion the success that it has become. I especially want to take a moment to thank Shannon Kendrick, my assistant director, who has worked tirelessly and dedicated many hours to this project. As we continue to recognize the importance of early learning and the foundation of lifelong learning for children, we are excited for the days to come. Investing in childcare remains essential and a priority in the Commonwealth. As a proponent of early childhood learning, I am excited to introduce the co-chair of the Early Learning Investment Commissions, the Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis.
Thank you. Great job. Well, good morning, everyone. It's great to be with you on what is a very cold morning here in Harrisburg. First, I want to thank some of the folks from our administration, Secretary Neil Weaver and Secretary Reggie McNeil, for their work in this project and in this expansion. I also want to thank PUC Vice Chair Kimberly Barrow for being with us today. They've been tremendous partners in this work. And also want to thank Andrea Jackson, the director here. Thank you for those wonderful welcoming remarks and for your passion and dedication to young people here at the state capitol. I also want to thank the Parents Association President, Katie McGowan, for joining us as well as my ELIC, Early Learning Investment Commission Executive Director, Andrea Heberlein. Andrea, thank you for being with us today. You know, when my wife Blair and I went looking for childcare options for our daughter Harper, we visited many centers with long waiting lists. We were lucky enough to find a great facility where we're thrilled to see how much Harper is learning in her first year there. But to be honest with you, the cost is, quite frankly, a burden, not just for my family, but for millions of working families across Pennsylvania. In some cases, childcare costs can rival your mortgage payment. So like so many Pennsylvanians, this issue really does hit home for me and my family. The governor and I both understand that the high cost of childcare and the low wages in the field hurts Pennsylvania's working families, it hurts childcare providers, and it hurts our economy. That's why in 2023, the governor appointed me as the co-chair of the Early Learning Investment Commission to help find innovative ways to improve access to high-quality childcare for all Pennsylvania's children and families. Over the last year, my office has worked closely with ELIC and Ocdale and all of our state agencies to create a whole-of-government approach to drive down costs for families and improve wages for childcare workers. This is our administration's way of demonstrating our values and putting families first here in the Commonwealth. The whole of government approach aims to bring state agencies like the Department of Community and Economic Development, the Department of General Services and Aging and Labor and Industry to the forefront of helping to solve the child care crisis here in Pennsylvania. DCED is uniquely positioned to incentivize private developers to prioritize child care and will begin scoring projects that include child care more favorably when it comes to grants and other DCED programs. This will increase economic development and ensure working Pennsylvanians in regions that lack child care services have access to high quality child care that they and their families need. As we celebrate the expansion of the Child Care Center here in the Keystone building today, we recognize the efforts that the Department of General Services has made to make this happen. We are so grateful for Secretary McNeil and his team for all of their hard work. DGS will continue to play a major role in the whole of government approach by identifying state-owned properties across the Commonwealth to be used to further expand child care services in underserved regions. DGS is already working on finding better ways to utilize state-owned spaces through its space optimization program. Our whole of government approach will prioritize child care as an option for better space utilization. Our administration knows the importance of quality child care teachers and the need for increased support in the classroom. We also recognize that more and more seniors are taking care of young children as well. That's why our whole of government approach will include a partnership with the Department of Aging to expand their senior community service employment program to partner with child care providers in Pennsylvania, creating a more defined pathway for seniors to enter the child care space. This all brings me to the Department of Labor and Industry's role in the whole of government effort. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, the department operated an on-site child care facility that closed as a result of the pandemic. To continue demonstrating how we will push to better serve Commonwealth families and child care workers, we will be prioritizing reopening the L&I Child Care Center. It should be known that there is still more we should do to support the child care space, and our administration will continue to identify and bolster ways to do that. Both the governor and I are committed to serving working families, child care workers, and of course, our most precious resource, our young people. Through this whole of government approach to supporting child care, we are making our values known and telling the private sector that we want them to do more. We want them to step up and to support families across the Commonwealth. So with that, it's my pleasure to introduce our Secretary of Administration, Secretary Neil Weaver.
Good morning. Before I begin, I want to thank the Lieutenant Governor for not only his committed and his leadership, but his commitment to support all of our employees and their families. So thank you so much, Lieutenant Governor. As you know, today we are here to celebrate the growth of the Keystone Early Learning Center here in the Keystone building. This new space represents both our values and our vision for the Commonwealth workforce. It is a tangible demonstration of the Shapiro-Davis administration's commitment to making Pennsylvania a model employer that understands supporting employees also means supporting their families. From day one, Governor Shapiro has been clear. If we want government to work for the people of Pennsylvania, we must make the Commonwealth a place where great people want to work. Expanding the Keystone Early Learning Center is a prime example of that approach. This is a practical, results-driven investment that helps our employees show up every day, focus on their jobs, with peace of mind knowing their children are safe, that they're nearby, well cared for, and learning in a high-quality environment. The governor's Hire, Improve, Recruit, and Empower executive order recognizes that access to reliable, affordable, high-quality childcare is one of the most important issues facing working parents. By taking meaningful steps to address this challenge, we can compete for talent and better serve the people of Pennsylvania. This expansion of childcare in the Capitol complex also builds on a broader set of family-friendly policies under the Shapiro-Davis administration. They include increasing paid parental leave from 6 weeks to 8 weeks. Eliminating waiting periods for new hires to enroll themselves and their children in medical, prescription, dental, and vision coverage without paying additional out-of-the-pocket costs. We offer resources to support employees who care for aging parents or who have children with disabilities or special needs. And we have agreements with over a dozen colleges and universities to provide tuition discounts to Commonwealth employees and their children. It's also important to recognize that today's milestone continues a long and proud history here in Pennsylvania. The Commonwealth has been a leader in workplace child care for decades, beginning in the 1980s and then followed by Governor Casey's child care program in 1989. Today, we are continuing that commitment through the Commonwealth Child Care Program policy, which the Keystone Early Center operates. Today, the Shapiro-Davis administration is building on that foundation, modernizing it, expanding it, and aligning it to the needs of today's workforce. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce my good friend, the Secretary of Department of General Services, Reggie McNeil.
Neil, we're good friends now?
I need some things. So
I love that. Thank you for the remarks for the Lieutenant Governor and also Secretary Weaver. And good morning, everyone. And thank you for being here to celebrate such a meaningful milestone for our Commonwealth families. Today is more about this just a ribbon cutting. It's about creating a space where children can learn, play, and thrive. It's about creating an environment where working families can feel supported as they balance family life with public service. I want to begin by recognizing the Department of General Services staff. This team that made this expansion possible, particularly our facilities and public safety professionals. They managed the expansion with clear focus on safety, functionality, and the real everyday needs of families. From installing keypads for secure entry to dedicating additional parking spots for safe drop-offs and pickups, and everything in between. This space was designed with intention. So inside, the improvements are impressive. As you look around, the footprint of this center has grown from 6,700 square feet to about 13,000 square feet, giving children more room to explore and to grow. And if you were sitting here like I was and you were listening in the background and play, children are back there playing and screaming, but having a great time. I'd like to pause here and emphasize the importance of a dedicated staff, space. This addition reflects something that I believe in deeply, self-care. Recharging matters, and supporting the well-being of those who pour into our children is essential to the quality of care and learning that they provide. There's always room for something new, so we built a new kitchen here. And this is going to allow the center to cook its own meals and an indoor play space that gives children place to move and burn energy all year round. So I toured the facility about 2 weeks ago, and I was struck not only by the quality of the upgrades, but by the excitement from Ms. Jackson, especially about the kitchen and the possibility it creates for nourishing children in every sense of the word. And the impact is significant. This expansion, it more than doubles the center's capacity, allowing them to serve twice as many family members. As the Lieutenant Governor mentioned, the Keystone expansion was a directive in Governor Shapiro's higher executive order. And we continue to explore the potential for childcare options in other state-owned buildings as we right-size the Commonwealth's real estate portfolio. As part of our space optimization and utilization project, we are ensuring that our facilities are used smartly, efficiently, and in ways that support our workforce. And this doesn't stop here. DGS is supporting Commonwealth families in other meaningful ways, with additions like nursing rooms in our state facilities. We are trying to meet our employees where they are at every stage in their lives. I'll close by saying that I have served in many roles involving the care and creation of facilities. So I know firsthand how a child's environment shapes their learning experience and how it contributes to a family's peace of mind. Space matters, Light matters. Safety matters. And when we invest in the places where children spend their time, we invest directly in the development and their future success. At its core, this expansion is about a commitment to children, the educators, and the Commonwealth employees who deserve access to resources that make it possible to bring their whole selves to work. I'm proud of what this expansion represents. I am proud of our DGS team that helped bring it to life. And I'm excited for the many children and families who will fill it with laughter and joy in the years to come. Thank you to everyone who made this possible, and congratulations on a truly joyful opening. It is now my pleasure to welcome the Pennsylvania Utilities Commission Vice Chair and a vital partner in this expansion process, Kimberly Barrow.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for being here. So I'm Kim Barrow, Vice Chair of the Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission, and my agency has been the state agency sponsor for the center since 2013. So I want to start with just a little historical story about how that even happened. So when the center originally opened, it was in the finance building, and it was under the Auditor General. And that was back in 1986. It was an initiative of Lieutenant Governor Catherine Baker Knoll, and it was the first on-site daycare center in the Capitol complex. In '88, the center changed over to be a governor's model daycare center, and that was a huge change. At that point, what it did was it made the parent board, a nonprofit association corporation, in charge of like the day-to-day running of the daycare. So they had to hire a vendor, set a budget, keep up with everything. So I've had 2 children enrolled in the center. My son, born in 2010, and I remember when I went over to the finance building thinking, well, this is great. It's a block away from, I was working in the Keystone building, and I'll have easy access to him. Number 1 priority. But I quickly found out that the daycare there it was in a basement. Sunlight was not like a thing. The layout was terrible for a daycare. There wasn't enough space for the teachers, much less the kids. And shortly after Quinn got there, I think it wasn't even a year at that point, and then we had what became known as Raccoon Gate. And that was a raccoon somehow found its way into one of the children's toy bins and promptly died. And a child found it. Right? So the parents were not pleased. And not long after that, then there was Asbestos Gate. The finance building is an old building. It was going through renovations, and needless to say, the parents were not happy. So, being in the right place at the right time and having access to the right people is everything. So at that point, I was working for a commissioner at the PUC, and got his ear. He talked to the other commissioners. They agreed to become the sponsor of the daycare center, and also to bring it over here into the space that we're standing in. And I was thrilled because I'm just upstairs, and this space was initially designed when this building was built in 2000 as a daycare. They had removed the small, like the child-sized fixtures and all that, and changed it into conference rooms and training rooms. But it was not that, it was logical to just turn it back into a daycare. So it was wonderful. And it was thanks to DGS, Jeff Stackhouse, thank you. You've been here for a long time. And successive administrations and the PUC that we were able to help the center grow and thrive. And the Parent Board Association, it cannot be stressed enough, the work that is done by the board. It is a part-time job. They have lots of obligations, and it is thanks to their advocacy that all of this is happening. So I just want to thank everyone that's been involved. I want to thank the Shapiro administration. I want to thank Lieutenant Governor Davis, DGS, and OA, and everyone that's played a part in growing this center. I mean, I have to admit, I was a little nervous when we first brought it over here because the grass is not always greener on the other side, right? And parents will let you know in a hurry. But as it turns out, the grass is greener where you water it. And that's what's been done by this administration. So thank you all for being here.
Thank you so much for those wonderful remarks. I'd like to bring up Katie McGowan to speak before the ribbon cutting. Katie?
Welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. My name's Katie McGowan, your Parent Board Association President. Thank you, Secretary Barrow, for the history lesson. That is my line of work, so I appreciated hearing all those details. Our board, which serves one-year terms, are made up of a group of volunteers passionate about our children's care and early development. We're like your child's first PTO. When I first joined the Commonwealth in 2014, I wasn't a parent yet, and I certainly didn't have any experience navigating the daycare system. However, since 2016, I've had 3 children enrolled at the Keystone Early Learning Center, my now school-aged boys, Jack and Charlie, who are 9 and 6, and my youngest boy, Freddie, is still here. He's 3 years old. Serving on the board allows me to get involved beyond dropping off and picking up my child. We raise funds for enriching programs for the children. We host staff appreciation events, and we work closely with our provider on center operations, and over this last year, prepping for this expansion. Being a parent in today's world is not easy. We welcome children into the world, and just weeks later are expected to return to work and leave our babies in the care of others before they or we have even really established a routine or feel normal again. Finding a daycare spot has become significantly more competitive since the pandemic, causing many parents to leave the workforce altogether. The one thing that all new parents want is the knowledge that they do not have to worry about their children while they work, and KELC makes that easy. The teachers maintain the highest and most rigorous standards available in the childcare industry. Our children are not just being changed and fed, they are being shaped, developed, and prepped for entry into kindergarten. My role as a museum curator for the Commonwealth means that I study the past, and I can say that this is a momentous point in KELC's history. This expansion demonstrates a commitment by the Commonwealth to increase childcare opportunities for Pennsylvania's working parents, which statistically tends to be about half of the workforce. You can't beat having daycare at the workplace. Only about 10% of workplaces do nationwide. Proximity of childcare allows for continued bonding, reduces postpartum stress and depression, extends breastfeeding potential, and it forms bonds with other parents in the same stage of life as you. Supporting working parents is an essential part of any employer, so let KELC be the model, the gold standard, if you will, for future Commonwealth Child Care Centers. Thank you. And now I'm going to turn it back to Lieutenant Governor Davis and to Center Director Andrea Jackson for the ribbon cutting.
Assume we're going to bring out a ribbon. Perfect. Yeah.
We were going to do it here and bring it in.
Okay.
We thought these might be better than the safe decision.
Yeah.
Probably come behind them.
We have kids coming?
We're waiting for some.
Okay, perfect. The stars of the show. They're busy.
Real quick, some of you may not know, but the owner of Today Care is Judy Simpson right here. And the regional manager of Today Care is Janetta Nicholson.
All right, Judy.
Sure. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you guys want to come on up?
You should be. Yeah. Good. Come on up here. Natalie Cruz, come over here. Okay. Charlotte, come here. You're going to help us
Come up front.
If you don't want to do a cruise, you don't have to. You don't have to. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
You guys are great. You guys having fun today?
Come here, Charlotte, come
You want
here.
to help
Addie,
me?
come here.
Come on, you want to help me do this?
Tilly, come here.
Come on,
Connor,
let's-
come here. Lucas, come here.
Wait, we got to count. We got to count down before we do it, all right?
Ready? Lucky, help me.
All right, we're going to count down from 3. Can everybody see? All right, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Great job. Good job.
You all were awesome.
You guys did perfect.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Yay! Great job. Good job.
Possible for them to arrive at work on time. The Keystone West expansion has been a dream come true for the Today Care team, but the efforts are not ours alone. We'll create moments of learning and excitement with their peers, and new staff will join our team and form lasting bonds and professional growth. The additional space has meant that we now can serve 162 children in the Commonwealth. As a proponent of early childhood learning, I am excited to introduce the co-chair of the Early Learning Investment Commissions, the Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis.
You know, when my wife Blair and I went looking for childcare options for our daughter Harper, we visited many centers with long waiting lists. We were lucky in families. Over the last year, my office has worked closely with ELIC and Oakdale and all of our state agencies to create a whole of government in the field. Hurts Pennsylvania's working families, it hurts child care providers, and it hurts our economy. That's why in 2023, the governor appointed me as the co-chair here in the Commonwealth. The whole of government approach aims to bring state agencies like the Department of Community and Economic Development, the Department of General Services, and private developers to prioritize childcare, and will begin scoring projects that include childcare more favorably when it comes to grants and other DCED programs.
Address this challenge. We can compete for talent and better serve the people of Pennsylvania. This expansion of childcare in the Capitol complex also builds on a broader set of family-friendly policies with peace of mind knowing their children are safe, that they're nearby, well cared for, and learning in a high-quality environment. The governor's hire, improve, recruit, and empower executive orders. We offer resources to support employees who care for aging parents or who have children with disabilities or special needs. And we have agreements with over...
Turn around the corner here. We have they have laundry facilities here. And then the toddler classrooms are now on this side.
Okay.
And it's the same design.
Okay.
It's like 2 shared halves with a communal prep area. A lot of nice light in this side of things.
Right here. Oh, snap! Oh!
Made it. You got that?
Almost.
We're now ready.
Gotta keep trying.
Go ahead. I got hit.
Go back.
Who do the kids know in basketball now? You can't say Jordan. They have no idea who that is.
Still say LeBron. My wife is there.
Shannon and Steven.
Okay.
Oh no. Yep, good job. There you go.
All right.
Are you ready? Ready?
Ready.